fatwa issued against Fortnite video game in Egypt. So this is like the funniest thing I heard all week. On June 29th, Rabat Al-Azhar Fatwa Global Center in Egypt issued a fatwa against the video game Fortnite. The fatwa was declared after images and videos of players supposedly destroying the Kaaba went viral on social media, sparking outrage. The content displayed players entering an area that looked very similar to the Great Mosque of Mecca, killing characters and destroying the Kaaba to access weapons inside, which allowed players to access higher levels. In response to the criticism and the fatwa from Al-Azhar, Fortnite's developing company, Epic Games, made a statement, along with the Fortnite team, clarifying the misunderstanding and claiming that, quote, the content referred to was made by an independent player in creative mode, end quote. Epic Game also mentioned that their team respects all religions and that they provide a safe gaming experience for all their players. So this is really funny. If you guys didn't catch this, I've never played Fortnite before, but this is what I gathered, is that they have features where you can kind of create your own levels, create a little bit of your own environments, and then have other people play on, kind of what you created. I saw some screenshots that I think might have been specifically what this was about, and it almost looked like Minecraft. Like it was kind of a Minecraft like pavilion, that looked pretty similar to kind of like the pavilion with the structures around it of the Masjid al-Haram, but in the middle, there was this black cube, but it looked like something out of Minecraft where it was like black, and then you kind of saw like a yellow stripe, and then it was like a little bit more black, but it was just so cubey. Like it was pretty funny. It doesn't look exactly like the Kaaba. Like I had a rough representation of it. But there is nothing I love more than just a hilarious fatwa.
So one of the comments, sorry, I don't recall the name. It flew by so fast, but somebody mentioned, and this is the point that I want to mention as well, is that the Global Fatwa Center, that to me is the funniest part of the whole thing. The fatwa, whatever, but the fact that they have like the Global Fatwa Center that, is Shuvo said, the Global Fatwa Center. It's funny. It's ridiculous. It's they've got this, you see guys like in cubes, combing social media, I got another one, boss. And they're, running it across like, on the stock market or something. It's so funny.
Yeah, there should be a fatwa like exchange where you could invest in fatwas for the chance of being real. Wait, there is an actual global. Is that a real thing? Like I have never heard of this. This is a joke, right?
Al-Azhar's Global Fatwa Center.
Al-Azhar University has a global fatwa center. You have official. This is not a joke. They have an officially a global fatwa
center. Yeah.
Do they recognize the fatwas by like the Iranian mullahs, or is this a Sunni fatwas? Like this is the place where fatwas go. This is the place, I guess, where the people decide if a fatwa is like standing or not. So, I see what it is.
I looked it up. It has its own Facebook page.
See, I told you.
Yes, the Al-Azhar Fatwa Global Center. It looks like it might even have a physical location in Egypt.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm telling you, there's dudes in suits working in cubes.
No.
Away at their fatwa.
No, guys. Rivka's joking. I hope nobody. Okay, I think it makes sense though, as much as anything Islamic could make sense, because like when it comes to the demand out there, because the issue, I'm guessing, is that there are so many religious leaders out there in their own local mosque or whatever random religious institutions that they just came up with that are just issuing fatwas left and right. And Al-Azhar University is like, you can't just do that. Like people are like paying it, like there are some really crazy fatwas coming out and people are believing them. So we need to have like an official registration process of what is a fatwa that people like. We need the ummah, the Muslim community, needs to know which fatwas to take seriously. So who else other than Al-Azhar University to come and tell them which fatwas are authoritative and which ones are not? So did this center, Fatwa Center, Global Fatwa Center, they accepted this fatwa but against Fortnite or not? Like
They issued it.
they issued. Wow. So I'm assuming that the Fatwa Center, Global Fatwa Center, that was designed to be a filter against ridiculous, nonsensical fatwas, they put their stamp of approval on a fatwa against Fortnite. Amazing. Anyway, Suze.
And when I was researching this, I found a more recent update. So as of a few days ago, Fortnite now faces a ban in Indonesia because of this. Fortnite might now be banned in Indonesia because of this, if the site maps are found to be disrespectful.
So that, guys, see the influence that Al-Azhar University has, okay, globally. Because Al-Azhar University in Egypt, they officially put their stamp of approval on a fatwa, and the consequences of what this university says in Egypt could be felt in Indonesia. Like, guys, I also want you to understand, Al-Azhar University in Egypt is separate from Egypt's government. This is not like Iran, where everything that is religiously approved goes through the approval of the government itself. Like, these are separate entities, right? So the influence of Al-Azhar University sometimes in a country like in certain circles in Indonesia could be even higher than certain circles within Egypt that are followers. Like, there's right now a battle between Sisi's government and Al-Azhar University, right? So these are not, like, when you think about Islamic countries, don't just think that this is just a homogenous, unanimous thing that when they say something, that's the word of the government. This is not the word of the government. This is the word of the highest center of authority when it comes to Sunni Islam. Suze?
Well, I should be specific. It wasn't what it was. There was one Indonesian minister who was calling for a ban.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
Probably
still, like, you see the
after he
effect.
saw this news.
Right. Oh yeah, there was actually some interesting information. Ritsuko is saying Al-Azhar. You go and read it.
Ritsuko is saying Al-Azhar, a 1,000-year institution, reduced to issuing fatwas against effing video games.
Randolph.
Randolph is saying that's called remote control when a fatwa has effects in other countries.
I mean, do you think this hurts them or helps them? Because for us, it's funny and ridiculous, right? But how many young Muslims who play Fortnite had no idea that there's a fatwa center in case they want to check it out, right? Like, marketing wise, like, you know, like, let's be like, I'm steel manning this global fatwa center, okay? It might not be as ridiculous as you think it is, right? Like, from every, 100 Muslim video game player who hears the news that, wow, there's a global fatwa center that issued a fatwa against this, is there not like one, or maybe at least like one, let's say 2 out of 1,000 or something, that is like, hey, I actually care about Islam. I didn't know there's a place where I could go check if something is okay or not. So we atheists could be like looking at this, and many Muslims, I'm assuming, are also laughing at this. It's almost guaranteed that there's also a lot of Muslims that are laughing at this, right? But the people who are laughing at this is not going to hurt the fact that this fatwa center is now being trended in the news, and a lot of people now are going to follow its Facebook page, and it's going to have more influence and authority around the globe because people. This is like a great market. They might actually be
the opposite.
What?
I was thinking there might be young Muslims who find out about this, who are outraged, who are like, "What?" Like, this may cause them to have the opposite reaction, where they turn against these authorities.
I mean, they only said Fortnite. What was the competitor to Fortnite? They could switch to what was that?
PUBG?
PUBG. Yeah, people are like, well, there's no fatwa against. Hey, maybe Muslims who maybe a lot of Muslims who play PUBG, they're like, hell yeah, base, this is true. Fatwa Center all the way. This is finally some. I don't know.
Todd Skeptic is saying this is all over what someone did in creative mode, not even the game itself. Like,
right.
Okay, I've
Like-
never played these games. I don't really understand how it works, but it's kind of like if someone made their own like little religious thing that they desecrated in Minecraft, just
Is
in
that
their
like
own
God
world, and then
mode?
someone saw a video of it, and then they issued it against the game itself. Like this all happened because they saw a video of someone doing this. They didn't even see it themselves. Like,
Wait, so is creative mode when people just take down a game and put it on servers that is not owned by the creators of Fortnite? Is that what creative mode is? Because if they did it over something like there, then Fortnite has no control over it. Like they can't do anything about it. Is that what it means when people do something on creative mode?
people who play Fortnite, clarify, what is this? What is creative mode?
I'm
Creative
assuming-
mode in Fortnite allows you to freely create content on your own creative islands.
No, but is it on servers? Because when I used to be a gamer back in the day when I used to be gaming, eons ago, people managed to like somehow completely get a hold of the entire game. Like for example, World of Warcraft, people managed to somehow reinstall that on servers that doesn't belong to the illegally, of course. To the creators of the games themselves, and people used to go play there on God mode and stuff like that, and there's nothing that the creators of the game could do about it, right? So if it's being done like that, then the fact that they are like, what do you want Fortnite to do? There's nothing they could do. Like, I don't know.
Kenji is answering my question. He's saying creative mode is when the player has an open lobby that they can design.
I know that, but you could do but creative mode is that on the servers that is owned by Fortnite, or I'm assuming it is not the same as like the way that people stole World of Warcraft. I think because if it's on the servers owned by Fortnite, they could still like come up with community like guidelines that like, guys, you could be creative as much as you want here, but you cannot create and attack religious buildings or any buildings. Actually, no, that's a stupid standard. I used to play video games where we attacked the White House and took it down and all that. Wait, hey, no, YouTube, this is a video game. I'm not talking about, like, no.
YouTube doesn't even trust that anymore.
Oh my God, yes. What did I say?
Nuked our channel.
Okay, no, so, God damn it. Okay, I have to be more careful. Sorry. I'm just saying there are other video games where other buildings were attacked, and this is like, so religious buildings are not allowed now? I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, go on, Susan.
Blank name is saying, but no black cube.
No black cube.
Wait, there was Adam is saying, has the Global Fatwa Center issued a fatwa against Atheist Republic yet? They're not doing their job. Well, I would like to say that is actually the task that the Indian government has taken upon itself. So
yes,
we're covered.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Yeah, somebody tell the Fatwa Center that we have, Muhammad and Jesus. We have Atheist Republic has produced gorgeous blasphemous art of Kaaba with Muhammad and Jesus making out on top of it. And the not safe for work version of it, which is only available to our patrons, they're doing a lot more than just making out, right? Go check it out on Patreon. Oh, by the way, guys, if you want to see our blasphemous art, including Muhammad and Jesus making out on top of Kaaba, link in the description. Subscribe to our newsletter. It's all there. So where's our fatwa? Fatwa, please.
Kenji is answering your question, saying yes, Fortnite is on the server. It's not a separate thing. Creative is when is on within the Fortnite game. It's not some kind of separate entity.
I bet you they make these creative things to discourage, easier word to say, to discourage people from actually creating their own private servers. Oh, that's what they're called, private servers, right? So the good thing about private servers were that anything goes. So I guess these creative modes discourages people from actually stealing the game and putting it on private servers. Interesting. Okay, good. Anyways, Keep highlighting comments for while I get on.
Secular Rarity is saying, "Oh wow, I seriously always assumed that there was fatwas against Atheist Republic and all of you individually. Step it up, y'all."
We're trying. We're
well, the
trying.
funny thing is, this is a funny personal story. Every time I talk to my grandpa, he asks me, "Susanna, have any fatwas been issued against you yet?" And I'm like, "No, Grandpa, I don't have any fatwas. That's not really how this works." And the last time he said this to me, he was like, "Okay, like, let me know if any do happen, because I have some people I can talk to." And I'm like, "You know what? Honestly, you might."
That's amazing.
I told my mom that, and she was like, "What? You said that?"
I know a guy, he works at the Global Fatwa Center. He owes me a favor.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's like they're saying, "Oh, LOL, Susanna, come on, you don't want to disappoint your grandpa." I'm like,
Yeah.
he was in the military. I don't know, man. Like, well, the Navy. Anyways.
Don't worry, Susanna. I know some people.
No. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
We're
No.
taking the stream off air. No.
Oh my God.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of Blasphemy and Sexy Callie, you know, like me, then you need to be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below. Because if you subscribe, we will send you a free copy of our Blasphemous Art ebook. And let me tell you, it is the tastiest blasphemy that you can find anywhere available today. And we are so generous with our blasphemy that we continue to send you more blasphemy every week. So make sure to subscribe, link in the description below.